Hey guys, this is PhilosopherKing. How's it going? This next battle is against a player named Joeypals, and this takes place in Advanced OU tournament in the finals. So we're both good players. We managed to get this far, and now it's the time to find out who's the best. So here we go. I lead Salamence, he leads Salamence, which probably I'm not comfortable with. Reason is, even though mine's choice banded, his might be, and if he wins a speed tie or is faster than me, my Salamence would take a lot, and I really like my Salamence on this team. It gives it some extra punch. And so I'm not going to stay in here. I go to my Swampert. He Dragon Dances up, so that lets me know it's probably a Dragon Dance set. I mean, well, he has Dragon Dance, so why wouldn't it be? But the Ice Beam doesn't do much. He Calm Minds up on the switch into my Snorlax, which is my only Coon answer. I Curse up, he Calm Minds again, and the Surf does a ton, but so does Body Slam. But unfortunately, the Coon is faster, so unless I get a Paralysis here, my Snorlax is going to lose this battle. And I don't get the Paralysis, so yeah, my Snorlax is dead. And we got a +2 Coon on the loose here, so not good. But it's in kill range for my Gengar with Thunderbolt, so let's see if he stays in here. He does, so we're back at a 5-5 game. But next he brings in Jirachi, and obviously most Jirachis have Psychic, so I'm not going to stay in here. So I go to the safe, probably the best switch, and that's my own Jirachi. But it might have Fire Punch, and I don't want to really play that game of Calm Mind and Fire Punch with this other Jirachi, because I have Fire Punch. And I'm correct, it has Fire Punch, so that pretty much lets me know the set. Probably is Calm Mind, Psychic, Fire Punch, Wish. But my Swampert doesn't get a chance to damage it, and it brings in his Gyarados. And that's not a poke I really want to see, because my team just gets wrecked by it. He Dragon Dances up on my obvious switch, and my Gengar, which is pretty much the only poke that could really do a lot against the Gyarados, is, well, it's dead. Couldn't stand the +1 hidden power flying. At least I assume it's hidden power flying from the Gyarados. So I'm figuring out what I want to do here. I can go to my own Salamence, but I don't want to die from the +1 Dragon Dance, +1 hidden power flying. So I bring in my Cloyster, going for Explosion. My opponent's probably good enough to see it coming, and he is. And the Jirachi resists the explosion, but takes a pretty good amount, 58%. That's something. I bring in my Swampert, going for the obvious Earthquake because it's within kill range. Probably my opponent's going to go to Gyarados. He does. Earthquake does nothing, but I anticipate the Dragon Dance and roar him out, so I get a free roar there. So the Gyarados is gone for now, but that reveals to me a Porygon 2, which I haven't seen before. Switch into Jirachi into the obvious Ice Beam, and he lets me know he doesn't have Toxic. He has Thunder Wave, and I proceed to Calm Mind up here. I try to use Psychic, and I get paralyzed, and that he brings in the Salamence in the meantime, which probably won't like anything. Which the Jirachi probably won't like anything the Salamence will dish out. But I proceed to go for Psychic, try to do some damage to the Salamence, and I take 50% from the Earthquake, but I'm not confident I'll live another one. So I switch, anticipate another Earthquake, go to the Salamence, which resists it, and double switch back to my Swampert. If I had gone for Rock Slide there, the Gyarados probably would have been dead. So what I need to do to beat his Gyarados is to get my Salamence in before it Dragon Dances and go for Rock Slide to knock it out. But yeah, my opponent stays in surprisingly against the Swampert, and I take it out. So we're at a 4-3 game. So I'm not out of this yet. But he brings in the Gyarados again to my Swampert, and my only way to deal with it right now in this matchup is just to roar it out. He uses Taunt, so that keeps that from happening. And so, yep, I bring in my Salamence in, and the Intimidate and the Dragon Dance just negates the attack raise, but he's faster. I don't know why he goes for Taunt here. Maybe he still thinks I'm a Dragon Dancer, but I go for Rock Slide, it misses. He goes for Dragon Dance finally, and I go for Rock Slide, and it takes him out. So that's a huge relief. So now we're in an even game, 3-3. Brings in his Salamence. I could take it out, but I see my Salamence being important here. It's at full health. So I go into the safe switch with the Swampert. Takes nothing from Rock Slide. Go for Ice Beam. He brings in his Porygon 2. And the only thing I can take that can take out the Porygon 2 right now is Salamence. So I have to bring it in somehow and avoid Ice Beam from the Porygon 2. So in order to make sure I take it out with Brick Break, I try to damage the Porygon 2 as much as I can with my Jirachi, but I get paralyzed. And so the only thing I can do really now is go for Wish, bring in a poke that will just recover any damage the Ice Beam will do. I bring in my Swampert to do the job my Jirachi couldn't do. Go for Hydro Pump to do that, it misses, but the second Hydro Pump does the job. So yeah, now I bring in my Jirachi to fire it off, bring in my Salamence safely, and now it's up to my opponent if he wants to switch. He doesn't, and I take it out with Brick Break, so the Porygon 2 is gone. But he shows me a poke he hasn't showed before, which is Jolteon. It might have HP Ice. So I switch into the Swampert, and you're probably wondering why. I mean, it might have HP Grass, but even if it had HP Grass, the Salamence would have then taken out the Jolteon and his remaining Salamence, no problem. So it wouldn't have mattered. But I switched my Salamence because I don't want my Swampert taking any more damage since it's needed to take out the Jolteon. And so he tries to go for the flinch with Rock Slide, doesn't work, and I take him Salamence out with HP Fly. So yeah, I'm pretty much going to flutter off my Salamence here, just so my Swampert could safe and switch in safely. And yeah, so now not even a crit from HP Ice will do the trick, and Earthquake's not going to miss. So game's pretty much over, and he goes for Shadow Ball, probably because it's pointless, and I take him out, and I win this battle 1-0, and I become the champion of this tournament, so good for me. I thought this was a great battle, but let me know what you think. Like, subscribe, comment, and look forward to the next battle, folks.